Not that I want to sound like a broken record, but is anybody else fed up of plants bolting this year? We've lost quite a few due to drastic changes in weather, and this week is definitely no different. It's now going to go up to around 30 degrees this coming weekend, and I think that is going to cause us a few more problems. And I've just discovered one in particular, and that is this container of carrots. They all look pretty consistent, apart from this one. This one has really shot up because it's bolted, and you can also see on top that it's trying to form flowers. So what I'm going to do with this container very shortly is empty it and see if we get anything out of it before the rest follow suit. It's the fact that if this year would have been growing plants solely for collecting seeds, we'd be onto a winner. But since that's not what we set out to do, it's getting really annoying for a lot of people, and I perfectly understand that. So I'm approaching this year a little differently. When I think things are virtually ready to harvest, I'm going to take them. Even if I get smaller crops, it's better than getting nothing when things keep going to seed. So I'm going to take this long one out first and see what it's like underneath, if anything at all. Well, that tells you everything. That's a carrot. It's all top growth. There's no carrot hardly below at all. So that is no good for anything. So because of things like this happening, as I said, I'm just going to empty this container and see if we get anything at all. So I'm not messing about with these. I'm just going to pull them out, chuck them into a container, and we'll see what we've got. I'm going to shake that compost off. We have got a few carrots there, varied sizes as well, but there's also a little damage on one. I'm sure it's still usable. So I'm going to put these to one side. By doing it this way, we can also save a bit of that compost. So I'm just going to take the rest out. If I only get one meal out of this, that'll do. It's better than nothing. A few more there, again, varied sizes. It seems like it's the same all the way along this container. Quite a bit smaller, those ones. That ain't a bad sized one, to be fair. So that's the last of them. Let's give them a quick rinse and then see what we've got. And as I said, we can save this compost because, as you can see, there's barely any roots in it. If we just break that up, we can then pull out any roots, and then we'll amend this compost. So that's the carrots. Just going to give them a wash, and you can see them a little bit better. So basically, out of that quite small container, that is what we've come out with. It's not too bad, considering it was a very small amount of compost, and there's definitely a couple of meals to come out of that. So definitely not the best results. We usually get quite a lot more than that, but when you consider it was a very small container and the weather has been so unpredictable since the beginning of the season, to get just a couple of meals out of that, I think is good enough. So at least we didn't come out empty-handed. We've changed a few bits and bobs in Container Garden over the last few days as well. I'll update you on those flower planters that we put on decking, and I'll show you a couple more containers that we've just set up. This is a new thing that we've set up, another tomato plant, but this one is a full-size one, and I think it's called honeycomb. And we've put this obelisk over the top for it to grow up. Just get that tag out there. Honeycomb F1. So I think they're little orange cherry tomatoes, but it's not doing bad so far. It's already got flowers on it, so we'll be getting something at some point. And this definitely needs attention over the next few days. It's getting way too overgrown. So I think these carrots are going to come out next and we'll start blanching and freezing. That is the progress of that welcome basket. One plant we put in there and it's really filled out. Looks brilliant. Just down here, this is something else that we've set up. That is a Jack Be Little miniature pumpkin plant. The plants grow big, it's the fruit that are small. They only grow to about the size of tennis balls. But we have grown them before and they did really well. Next to them is those dwarf French beans, and they're now starting to try and grow us some beans. In fact, there's one over there that's already started. So at least we're getting something from those plants finally. We added a few more things to the decking. A tomato plant, some more flowers, and then we've got 2 sets of peas. The back ones have now finished, so we're going to take them out and then we'll pin those at the front up against that netting so we get more peas. Then along the front of this decking we've finished those planters and hanging baskets. They don't look much still at the moment, but they will start to fill out, just like these have that we originally planted. A really nice display of colour. That one looks really nice as well, just needs a bit of dead ending to be done. So we've got quite a few on there and I think it makes it look really good. That's the parsnips. They're certainly trying, so hopefully we'll get some this year. And we've now started to get little buds appearing on as pepper plants. They are quite behind this year, but we could still get a decent harvest. And just over here we've got yet another cucumber ready to harvest. These plants really are yielding, and you can see there's quite a few more as you go up that plant that's starting to grow. Potatoes look really well too, and they're the ones that we got from the store. They weren't proper seed potatoes, so we're going to see how they turn out. And another look at those climbing French beans. These have had quite a knockback over the last few weeks, but if you look there on the top of that plant, these are now trying to grow some beans. Happy days. This is a golden raspberry plant, and look for all that fruit. It's virtually ready to harvest and I can't wait. So there you go, things are finally starting to happen. At least we got an harvest from that carrot container, and it'll make us a couple of meals. And over the next couple of days I'm going to empty that big container and take all those carrots out while we know we've still got something worth harvesting, and then we can start blanching and freezing. Anyway, I hope all your plants are picking up now we've got this better weather finally. And if you want to see what else we harvest and what we plant over the next few weeks, please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you very soon. Take care and enjoy the sun.